can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so good.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. It's a good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Broncos nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, check. You're wild, man. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, let's get in that homes.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 22.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here. And McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. Able to get this to Gordon, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 50.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Broncos nothing.
Bridgewater now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt. Back deep for the Broncos is Isaiah McKenzie. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Judy there. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Block. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Complete. He finds Bray. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
It's a gain of 6.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
36-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition. It's Melvin Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. A good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
57, Mike 57. You're wild, man. Check it. You're wild, man. Hold on.
So that'll back him up 5.
I don't want to see what's
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 3 buzz. 56, Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
By Yetur Gross-Matos.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
To Cameron Brate.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a timeout taken.
Short of the goal line.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Block going to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 1-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. from the gun. It's Locke. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Locke working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
In punt formation for the Broncos.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. To return is McKenzie. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to find Lazard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Locke. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and
options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
On the play, 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jacob Hollister. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. A 6-yard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56.
From the 31, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On third down, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 57.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's at the 40. 20,
the greatest show on earth, baby.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Let me what you got.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hatchet. Hatchet.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
The 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled, no gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly.
30-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Operating from the gun. Lock. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Throwing now is Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coach Talked so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now Edwards-Helaire. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the 22, Lock and break. The tight end's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff, now Lock. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
The 3-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. End up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.